Hey guys, it's Whitney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some manga. Specifically, I want to talk about a few manga series that I've been wanting to give a try. So today I have 5 volumes to talk about. There are definitely more than just 5, but I'm gonna share 5 with you today. So the first one I believe is still an ongoing series, but it has been around a little while, and that is Children of the Whale. This is one that caught me with the title and then the cover, because I think the cover and the artwork of these is just really beautiful. The majority of what I know about this one is that it follows this civilization that lives on the back of a whale, I think. So there's magic, there is lost history, there is strangeness just in general. At least I'm assuming there will be. The civilization does live just on the back of a mud whale, so I mean that in itself is a little bit strange. The next manga that I want to try is Jack Frost. This is the first volume. I believe this is a horror manga, and that is something that I've kind of wanted to try to get a little bit more into. I read a manga series called March Story, and I think that that was technically a horror, thriller, gory, bloody thing. So if it's not classified as horror, it feels a little bit horror to me. So ever since then, I've thought that maybe horror manga might actually be something that I'm really into more than I thought I would be. And I already had volumes 1 and 2 because I found them at a really good price at a used bookstore. So I want to get to these sooner rather than later. This one is about a girl who starts attending this new school where there's sort of like a paranormal power struggle between all of these different paranormal creatures, and she ends up possibly having to ally with one of the most sinister of them all in order to survive her time there. So I really enjoy this art style a lot, and just flipping through, it does look like there may be some fan servicey bits, but you know, I can get over that. The next one is Flying Witch. This is one that I bought on a whim a pretty good while back. I picked it up originally because it just reminded me so much of Kiki's Delivery Service, and I absolutely adore that movie as well as just like other Studio Ghibli stuff in general. This is about a novice witch who goes to live with her aunt, I believe, and to continue her training to become a full witch. The art style is very simple. Most of them are told in just simple panels. It doesn't look like there's anything really complicated about the reading experience of this, like you can sometimes find, which I think will lend itself well to this story. Also, she brought her cat with her, her familiar, which is a black cat, and I love stories that have cats because cats are the best. Next up, I have Requiem of the Rose King. This is one I picked up because Shay over at Shay Geeks Out highly recommends this series, and just flipping through and looking at the art, I can already sort of see why. I really just grabbed this. I don't know much about it other than the fact that it has some very Shakespeare undertones. I don't remember if it was directly influenced by anything Shakespeare or if it just feels that way, and I don't really want to know for sure because I feel like it could potentially spoil my reading experience if I went looking for information on this series. The only thing I do know about this series is that in this there are 2 families who are sort of at war with one another, which sounds a lot like Romeo and Juliet to me, which is Shakespeare. And both are trying to ascend to the throne. And the last manga that I have is one that I just recently picked up, and that is Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. This is another one that Shay at Shay Geeks Out has been just hyping up so hard and talks about all the time, talks about how it's so underrated, and the more I hear about it, the more I just, it just wouldn't get out of my head. So I decided that they had volume 1, so I decided to get it. And this is apparently a story about this beast king who rules the beasts as well as the humans, and he demands a sacrificial person from the humans frequently. It doesn't really give a time, but there's something a little bit different about the 99th sacrifice that he receives, because she really isn't afraid of him like all the other sacrifices have been. The question, I guess, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm really interested to find out because the art style in this is beautiful. I don't know why from the front I didn't think it was going to be, because even the artwork on the front is beautiful, but it is just stunning. And I don't know anything about this, so I don't know if any of these pages are spoilers, so just don't look too hard, okay? So these are all 5 of the mangas that I want to try. They all seem really interesting. A bunch of them come with very good recommendations from some other manga tubers and booktubers that I watch, and I trust their opinion. If you guys have read any of these manga and you think I should prioritize one over the other, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Also, if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also possibly maybe if you like this content, maybe you'll consider hitting that subscribe button for me too. And I will see you guys next time.